Welcome back to the channel, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am going to start a video that's probably going to go over the course of a few days. I've been wanting to do this for a little while, ever since I got the Prime bow in, and I have my lift as well. You probably noticed over the past little bit that a few videos have been posted with me still shooting my Mathews Lift. I had a hard time getting to where I could hold the pin on target really steady and solid on that Prime. So what I'm gonna do is first of all, I gotta probably walk back and make sure I get sighted in with both bows out to 50 yards. And over the course of the next few days, I'm gonna shoot 50 yards. I got two separate paper plates, gonna throw a dot in the center of them with two Sevr targets behind them. And I'm gonna shoot 50-yard 3-arrow groups at each plate with each bow. Obviously keep the group separated, so we'll have lift and then we'll have the Prime form here, and we'll just take the average over the next 3 days, and whichever one groups better, then we'll know that's probably the one that I'm gonna shoot this year. So let's get after it. Got these paper plates with the dots on them. Sevr targets come with golf tees. They're really handy. Alright, gotta make sure we get sighted in first. So, alright, so I got both of these bows pretty much set up as even as I can make them. I'm going to throw the back bar on this just to make them even more even. But both got Quattro stabilizers. Both have the Proof 3-pin from Dialed Archery. Both got a QAD Ultra Rest. Both at 81 pounds. I checked the poundage yesterday. Retuned them yesterday, so they're both shooting bullet holes through paper. So the paper tune is good. Timing is set. Someone suggested moving the rest and loop to the bottom side of the burger hole in these Primes to get them to hold better, which I think is kind of funny because then it kind of defeats the purpose of the center handle on the riser, in my opinion, but what do I know? So, shooting the Easton 5.0 300 spine, left offset fletch, through both of them, match grade Sevr tips with the Easton match grade collars on them. So yeah, the only difference will be just a little bit different length on the stabilizers. I can only do what I can do here. So yeah, shooting the Evolution Ibex hinge, and we're gonna get after it. Here we go. Lift on the right, form on the left. Comment below which one you think is gonna group better over the course of the next few days. Trying to decide. I think I might just do 2 arrows each time. I thought about just doing 1 arrow at a time. That would take a really long time, but also that'd be pretty like fatigue wouldn't be a factor, which I'm going for groups. So I'm going to shoot at least 2 arrows per round per bow, and we'll go from there. In case y'all were wondering what it takes to get content for you. Lots of Tricer tripods, lenses, cameras, microphone equipment, patience. Try to get out here early before all the kids and wife wake up. For the longer stuff, I run this 200 to 600. Such a fun lens. But hoodles of lenses and cameras and all sorts of stuff for y'all. Decided we're just gonna do 2 arrows for now. And here is first 2 shots out of the lift. And I'll alternate which bow I start with each time. Just kind of try to control all the variables. One thing I noticed, so that was kind of a punch. I didn't really execute as well as I would have hoped. One thing I've noticed is that this lift doesn't show it as much. At least that's what it feels like. So, I don't know. Okay. It's 2 with the lift. Couple deep breaths. Okay, now we got the prime. Tall. Okay.
Well, when you get done,
all right,
send it to me.
Yeah, and then I'm alternating. So last round I shot the lift first. This round I'm gonna shoot the form first. Just try to limit all variables. I mean, the first the first round was pretty obvious, I think, but we're gonna do this anyways.
Yeah, their videos are funny. They're great.
Yeah. Did you watch that Sevr comparison?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, just like you said, that you know, that's what those animals hear, is that swooshing sound coming through the air. It's got too much wind.
Yeah.
Still, I'd rather be high. Yeah, that's good stuff. Oh, I got you. All right. Well, when you get done, send me video.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a few days worth, but yeah, I don't know. All right, we're gonna film the last 2 ends rounds today. Oh, we already got an arrow. I'm embarrassed to say, but after about 50 arrows today already, I'm a little fatigued. So I did on this form the other day, I adjusted the draw stops to decrease the let off percentage, so increase the holding weight, which is that's a neat feature on these forms, and they it keeps you back there, that's for sure. Lift first, so I'm writing down which one I start with each round. This will be the form first. I might have to do 2 days here at 50, so 20 rounds, so 40 arrows each bow, and then 1 day probably at 70, or 2 days at 70. There's some separation, but there's not a ton of separation. One of the bows, I'm definitely getting, when I miss big, if that makes sense. And the other ones, if I miss a little bit, then, if I miss, it's not as drastic. So, whether that makes sense at all, I don't know. Okay. I mean, the more and more I shoot, I'm not gonna say anything about what the results are so far. Whew. first letdown in the session. Shakies. Need some food. Well, that's why we're doing this test. I mean, that was definitely me, but I mean, that's comes with the territory of shooting bows, so gotta be consistent all the time. All right, so that concludes day one. I haven't pulled the last round yet, but stick with me. We got a few more days of shooting. I'll catch you guys out here tomorrow. All right, out here, day two, same time as yesterday. I am tired. Family's had a stomach bug, so no excuses though. We're gonna shoot the 10 rounds today at 50 again. Started with the lift yesterday. I'm gonna start with the form today, whatever difference that makes. Yeah, still got the form target on the left, lift target on the right, and let's get into it. Didn't change anything. I'm still shooting the same 4 arrows, 2 arrows per bow per round. Let's dab in. Okay. First round, go down and pull them. All right, day 2, round 2, starting with the lift. I'll film them the first 2 rounds and the last 2 rounds. Someone commented on my shank shot. That's why you don't sky draw. This is a sky draw. I don't sky draw. I do draw a little high, and just like I actually stumbled on a Levi Morgan video, arguably probably one of the best archers there is. And it's to set your shoulders. So you come here above and you set your shoulder blades. Okay. All right, rounds 9 and 10. Finishing off form first, then last round will be lift first. I'm tired, and the groups are showing it, but that's why we're shooting a couple days in a row. All right, round 10. Yep, shaky on that one. Good grief. Not a great one to end on with the lift. And yes, I know Joel Turner will be very disappointed in my not surprise shot. All right, it's the 10 rounds for today. Go pull those arrows. We'll go do this one more day. All right, we are back out here. Surprise, surprise. This is the 3rd day shooting the bows head to head. The Prime Form 34, Lift 33, and starting off with the lift on the last day. So here we go. Told myself I wasn't gonna drink coffee today, and here we are, shaking like a leaf. Gosh dang it, dude. Let's hope this isn't how today's gonna go. Oh, yeah, that was... Both those shots were my bad, 100%. That was a rough start, honestly, for both bows. But here we are. Form first this round. Recording. All right, decided today, hey, I'm shooting pretty, not great. I don't know, I guess you just have off days. This is the 5th round today, so that puts it at 50 arrows per bow. And I feel like after 50 arrows, we should have a good idea if there is a big separation between the two bows. So. Okay, that is 50 arrows through both bows, and let's dive into the results. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I gotta cut this video short. I'm not gonna be able to shoot the 100-yard plates. A, I don't have any paper plates. B, I had to pick up an extra shift. I'm not gonna be able to shoot tomorrow. Gotta go cover for a guy. I did look at the 2 plates between the lift and the form, the 50 arrows each at 50 yards. I sent out a poll on my Instagram and I said, what is a good group at 50 yards? And the 2 biggest percentage of answers was 2 to 3 inches and 3 to 4 inches. So from 2 to 4 inches was the most common answer of a quality group at 50 yards. So what I did is I went right in the middle, went 3 inches from the center of the circle, or of the dot, and I counted the shots that were outside of that circle, and here's the results. So the form had 28 shots that were outside of the 3-inch circle. And then I'll dive into a little bit on some of my thoughts and my opinion on stuff. I know it's not like factual data, but it's kind of things I noticed as I was shooting the 2 bows between each other. So 44% of the shots were inside the 3-inch circle at 50 yards. Now the lift. This is the lift. So 19 of the shots were outside of the 3-inch circle. So that's 62% of the shots were inside that 3-inch grouping. So what is that, 18% better with the lift than with the form. A couple things. First off, I really like the draw cycle on the form. It's very smooth all the way through. I like the feel of the bow. It's lightweight. The draw and everything, like I said, it just feels really good. The let off on it, I adjusted those mods, so I think the let off was a little bit higher holding weight than the Mathews, which when I got tired, it felt like it kept me honest. I still struggled with a lot of pin float around, just floating around. And something that I noticed with the form, I'll say with the lift first. There's probably, I would say, 3 to 5 shots that I distinctly remember on the lift that it was me. I should have let down. The shot process was much longer than I wanted it to be. I should have let down, but I forced the shot, and that's when they went sailing, especially these ones away on the outside here. So take that with what you will. Like I said, there was definitely that 3 to 5 shots that were for sure me pulling the shot, not necessarily on the bow itself. That being said, the form, I distinctly remember that most, if not all of my shots felt like I would consider a pretty good execution of the shot. I'm not great at a surprise break, but I go through, I get the click, and when my pin's on the spot, I pull through. There's a lot of professional archers that call it a command shot, I think. Essentially, you're shooting that when that pin is where you want it to be. It's kind of how I shoot. Good, bad, ugly. That's what I do. It's what I found works for me right now. So yeah, where was I going with this? With the form, the shots that, there's a lot of these shots outside the circle that felt really good on the shot and they just sailed. So I don't know what's causing that. It's probably that pin float that's not as solid as that lift. So I would still want to shoot the groups at longer distance. Oddly enough, when I was sighting in the bows, I was shooting the form pretty decent at 90 yards. So I think it'd be pretty fun to do 2 new paper plates at 90 yards, the 2 bows between each other, and really for sure decide which bow I'm going to shoot this year. Yeah, 44% of the form were in the 3-inch circle. 62% of the lift were inside the circle. So there you have it. Do with this information what you will, right? I thought it was a fun test. I think I need to add like a 1/4 yard on my 50 because I'm right here in the bottom of the circle. But to be honest, that's I'm pretty okay with that. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot. We want to keep these videos coming for you guys. Comment below your thoughts, and definitely comment any other videos you guys would like to see. You guys take care.